What's going on, fellow Blade Knights? It's Collaborate here, and I may have uncovered some potential information for Module 22. No, that was not a typo or reading error. You heard it right. I really meant Module 22. Mod 21 Jewel of the North hasn't even released yet, and we may have already gotten our setting for the following expansion. Earlier this week, I went ahead and tweeted over to Cryptic this little pic. I put it together myself to help spread some interest for the possibility of crossplay. This was merely for fun and games and to have some fun with Photoshop for a bit. But I actually received a reply that may or may not have been a witty spur-of-the-moment response. Before we dive further into this tease, make sure you go and critical hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel or returning for more content, please consider subscribing to help us get to that 1,200 subscriber mark. Make sure you also ring that bell icon to get notified on videos as they get posted. So, after posting this image, I got a reply from Cryptic that almost seems to hint at what's to come after Module 21. They simply replied with, "We prefer Planes of Pain." Well, this got me started on a path of research because I know this had to mean something. After combing over some lore and stories in the D&D universe, only a handful of topics came up which all related to each other. I believe that the setting for Module 22 will focus on the Forgotten Realms multiverse and the ring city of Sigil.
I'm sorry, you're saying there's a multiverse?
Oh, you bet your bottom dollar there is. Although this multiverse isn't like alternate timelines, much like you've seen in recent media. Instead, it's based on different planes of existence. Some of these planes we've already visited in previous mods, like Shadowfell and Feywild. You may have even witnessed some talk of this in the dialogue. In the final quest in New Sharandar of the Odious, your ally Thradisar goes on to mention that the Night Diamond Shard you hold is one of the most powerful artifacts in the multiverse. Step aside Infinity Stones, there's a new power gem in town. But what does that all have to do with Sigil? Well, Sigil was first introduced in 2nd edition Planescape D&D. It's an unusual hovering ring city located in the Outlands, resting atop a large tower-like mountain called the Spire. Outside the ring world, in the Outlands, nothing exists, but on the inside resides a continuous cityscape lining every surface, kind of like a donut-shaped Dyson sphere. Sigil has also gone by other names such as the Cage for being almost impossible to enter or leave, and the City of Doors due to the fact that any framed opening in the city, whether it be an archway, a door, a picture frame, even a barrel opening, can be a portal to one of these many planes, or somewhere else in Sigil entirely. Hence, for this reason, Sigil is the self-proclaimed center of the multiverse. It is essentially a hub world that contains portals to various planes of existence. It is impossible to enter the city from the outside of the ring. The only means of entry is through one of these many portals, which can be an incredible task since a lot of the portals going into the city don't stay in one place for too long. Once inside the city, though, you might find it just as difficult to leave. Because Sigil is the connecting bridge to the multiverse, it's home to many creatures and races like humans, elementals, even devils can be seen walking the streets. You won't find them fighting though, courtesy of the ruler of Sigil, the Lady of Pain. A lawful neutral being, she and the denizens of Sigil, the Davos, police the city, dealing with threats that aim to disrupt the stability of the city without mercy. As it states in lore, even interacting with her accidentally can be fatal, leading to death or sometimes being sent to one of her extra-dimensional labyrinths known as the Lady's Mazes. The Lady of Pain and the Davos don't interact with the inhabitants regularly, only when threats emerge. You do not want to mess with her in her own town. Because of her swift action, it is why the city is considered to be a true neutral zone. Races and beings who would be enemies outside of Sigil would be civil with each other inside for fear of the Lady's wrath. Trade within the city has also been a hot economy. Shop vendors accept all forms of currency from across the multiverse, making it a great place to find and afford gear and equipment. I have to say, having a large variety of creatures and races wandering around the hub world, such as this, could make for an interesting and diverse environment in-game that we haven't really seen in Neverwinter yet. Being a fan of environments, the concept idea of the city itself, with its Dyson Sphere-esque vistas, is enough to get me super interested. And the idea of it being a hub to a multiverse opens up possibilities, like potentially visiting different planes of existence in the same mod, kind of like Undermountain's various zones, but on a larger scale. My original thought of a multiverse was a little more meta, with the possibility of introducing crossplay and bringing platform universes together. I could definitely see a trial being implemented to fight the Lady of Pain, or some dungeons each taking place in different planes. Maybe we could finally get our hands on a dragon boss in the neutral planes, or maybe a giant elemental behemoth in the elemental plane. Who knows? Of course, though, I'm only scratching the surface on this city's lore and backstory, but what I've quickly researched so far gives me some sense of excitement to the possibilities when it comes to the content and mechanics. But what do you all think? Could this be a cryptic tease of content to come, or a coincidental red herring meant to misdirect us? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below, or on my Discord server, the link of which you can find below in the description. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and if you want to catch more videos like this in the future, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the bell icon. I also stream over on Twitch every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I play a variety of games over there, including Neverwinter. So stop on by, say hello, and be sure to leave a follow. Your support there is much appreciated. But thank you so much for watching, guys and gals, and as always, I will see you all in the next video. Blobblade, signing off.